Ladies and gentlemen, we have our first guest of the podcast today. He has over a dozen albums, probably over 100 songs. His new single with that loser Cole Moorhead is coming out on March 11th. Glass Walls. Ladies and gentlemen, Elijah Kyle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That loser Cole Moorhead.
Yeah, Elijah could have done better with that.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, we actually have the. Oh, it's over there now. We'll get it later. But
Yeah.
Elijah, welcome to the show. Thank you for doing this.
I appreciate you guys having me.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, so we're gonna, kind of have a normal podcast, but we'll talk about Elijah and everything like that. So it's gonna be a good episode. Stay tuned, and
hit the intro music.
Easily distracted.
Dibs. What the f? All right.
Yeah. Anyway, Cole, you want to show what you got there? We got the 2 CDs.
YTB and Ring Season,
Yes,
2
sir.
classics.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
probably I have that CD. Right, I have the YTB CD,
Mm-hmm.
the only CD I've ever bought in my life.
You're real.
Yeah, you're a real one for that. Hell
Well,
yeah.
because it's just like, we talked about this the other day, it's just like, no one buys CDs anymore.
Yeah,
no one
no.
buys, like, when you say buy an album, it's really just stream an album.
Yeah, for sure.
I asked Cole this question the other day, but I want to ask the same for you. Do you think streaming has changed music for the better or for the worse?
It depends who you're asking, because for artists,
Yeah.
it's for the better, because it's made it so much easier to get heard. You know what I mean? You're not passing out CDs in the middle of Harlem now. Like, you can be heard with the internet and online and all that. It's definitely easier to make it as an artist now. But the repercussions are, it's so much in your face now, and so much quantity is just getting thrown out that people are like, you drop an album and they're like, what's next? The next day. It's like, you know what I mean? So it hurt.
Yeah.
It's just, it hurt a lot of artists in perspective of that.
Yeah, because it's like Cole said, you don't think that as many people would listen to it if they had to pay like $1.29 for a song.
Right.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So I think it's definitely for the better. But
Yeah, for sure.
Talking about CDs, I don't know if I ever told you about the time I was in California and I was walking in Hollywood, and I had one guy come up to me with a CD, and he was like, hey, like $5 for a CD, I'm an artist, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So, classic hustler. I was like, yeah, I appreciate your hustle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, I'm a producer. I pulled out the $5 bill out of my wallet. 2 more guys came up to me as soon as the $5 bill came out of my wallet. So then I'm like, oh boy, now these guys are like, hey, check out my CD.
Hey, bro.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my God. So I got bummed $15. I don't even think there was anything on the
yeah,
CD.
no, there was
Yeah.
That's because you're an artist and you respected it.
I was trying to be respectful, like he said, and then I never even tried listening to him.
so
but
you just gave him.
You just gave him $15.
I gave him all $5.
We were in LA at the same time then too.
We were.
It was right before COVID.
Yeah, we were in at the same time.
Yeah,
so
January 2020.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, what a
Wicked
time.
funny.
Edelman got arrested outside of my freaking hotel. It was after the Pats won the Super Bowl and he was jumping off cars.
Jesus Christ. That's fucking crazy.
Something else I do want to bring up, just CDs and stuff like that. So it went, CDs, you buy stuff on iTunes, then now it's streaming, and now Donda 2 is only going to be available on the STEM player.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's moving to for independent artists, at least I use Patreon, and I know Mike, who used to be Mike Stud, a lot of people use exclusive websites now, because at the end of the day, labels are starting to become less and less important, and people are realizing as an independent artist, you can make so much more money. And if you have a real fan base that wants to hear your music early and stuff like that, people are willing to pay a Netflix subscription and stuff like that.
Yeah, and
he made $2 million.
Yeah, Russ, he went back to, he got off the studio album, right? Now he's back to doing
he's independent
stuff like that. But I mean, listen, Kanye's one of my favorite artists of all time.
Kanye's my goat.
I'm not paying $200 for a STEM player to listen to Donda 2.
No, I agree.
If it's the greatest album of all time, I'll find it on YouTube.
But when he knows
day.
that $2 million were already made off it, that he wouldn't make off of being on a record label,
that's crazy.
It's nuts, man.
Well,
I almost bought a STEM player.
You did,
because I talked to you about
You would
it.
have used it though.
Yeah.
For
Maybe.
But
Yeah.
people are just buying the STEM player just to listen to Donda.
Pointless.
Yeah.
Did you guys see his Netflix documentary?
No,
Not
I
yet.
almost clicked on it
It
this
is
morning.
so freaking good. I watched
Yeah.
it last night. Super inspiring. It's
Yeah.
nuts. They filmed from, he had a guy that filmed with him without telling anyone about this his whole entire career. like from like before he was famous until now. Like every like studio session, the first time he met Jay's, like everyone, I was like, it was crazy. I thought it was gonna be like a little bit of footage, just everything.
Yeah,
That's wild.
That's awesome.
That is wild.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch that.
I know. I saw it this morning. I woke up so early, and I saw it on Netflix this morning, and I wanted to, but
I think it's like 7 hour and a half. Like they come out each week.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's crazy.
All right. So how long have you been like making music?
I started making music my junior year in high school. I think I was like 17, 18 when I dropped like my first few songs. We were recording with a $5 mic in a closet.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
And the closet was so small that even my 5'4" ass couldn't fit in. I was crouching down,
Yeah.
bro. It was like the fucking Harry Potter hole, like under the stairs. type
Well,
shit.
the first time I heard you was through you because you used to do work with.
What, Machado?
With Tommy Whalen.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who
Where?
now- yeah.
I was his intern at one point.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
I'm fucking hanging out with him later today.
Oh my god.
So yeah,
Small
he's
world.
like, yo, there's this guy Elijah Kyle, and I'm like, oh, he's really good. Where's he from? And I'm expecting him to say like, Boston, New York, all these places,
Yeah.
and he goes, oh, like Swansea.
Swansea.
And I'm like, oh shit, all right.
It's definitely unique.
Yeah.
No,
Oh, yeah.
Well, because when you think about it, there's not really any artists from around here.
No.
I mean, like, who's?
Or at least ones that aren't like SoundCloud rappers.
Yeah. Like, I mean, there's Sammy Adams. You're really good at this, knowing who's from around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joe's
Mike,
always-
Mike Studs from Cranston.
From Cranston.
Yep.
And we got Joyner, Token. That's about it.
Oh,
That's literally
Joyner.
it.
Yeah.
I love Joyner Lucas.
Yeah.
Token's really good too. Yeah.
We have a lot of goats though, for sure. I mean, like
Yeah.
even not even in music, but like just everything in general. Like there's a lot of like
Like
really
Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just not Swansea.
No,
everyone
no.
says-
Southeastern
Well, the
Massachusetts.
thing is, it's just like when someone asks where you're from, do you say Swansea or do you say Boston?
Depends who it is.
I say
For me,
Yeah,
yeah.
If someone hit me up and they're like, "Yo, like, where you from?" I'm like, "I'm from the Boston area, but I'm
Yeah,
from a small
yeah.
town called Swansea, Mass. Like,
Yeah.
outside of
yeah.
Boston.
Represent.
Yeah.
So it's
Outside
like,
of Boston, 2 hours away.
Yeah, with traffic 3.5.
I'll just say I'm from New England because everybody makes fun of me for saying like.
I was in a real New
Yeah.
England rush.
No,
the other
everybody.
day.
Well, dude, I try to tell people like what it's like to be in New England, but like people just make fun of me for it. They're like, "Why do you act like you're not from New England?" I'm like, "Dude, I am from New England. Like,
Yeah.
I
Bro,
am,
winter,
you know."
spring, summer, fall,
Yeah,
motherfuckers. We're out here in New England.
Exactly.
Uh,
Oh shit.
I mean, because you said you've been making music for like, what? Seriously making? I mean, you've been making music since like 7th grade, but like
yeah, but seriously, only a couple years now.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I maybe a year before. So like I'd say like mid 2019 was when I started taking it really seriously. You know.
All right. So we talked about where you started. Now, when did you start seeing like real progress in you putting out music and stuff?
I
like
remember
that?
around like 2020, I started to like really build kind of like, I guess like a diehard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like even though we're not the biggest like fan base, like I have a lot of fans that I would
Yeah.
like, go crazy, share the music. And I think it was like after I dropped my Lost in the Mountains project, I did a remix every single Tuesday for the whole entire year, and I dropped like a shit ton of work.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
started to see like it slowly started to go up. Like even now, like I was looking last week, it literally like always has gone up. Like it's crazy.
Because I remember like last year, maybe it was the year before, like you dropped this new song like every
Yeah.
single Friday.
Yeah.
Like, did that burn you out by the end of the year?
Fucking burn me out. Yeah, no.
Dude, Colin knows I'm just a different breed, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like in
Yeah.
the most respectful way. I don't know. I could just do this.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Like we're doing this
It's
shit
what
like
you're-
recording like once or twice a week. Like imagine like when we're really able to do this like every day
Oh, yeah,
together.
yeah,
Like the
it's
world
gonna
has
be
no
crazy.
chance. We're taking
yeah,
over.
yeah, it's crazy.
We'll get together like 2-3 hours a week sometimes, like on like a Friday or
Yeah.
whatever. We'll just like get together, bro. The amount of there was like 1 week I think
It was like
he banged
4
out
remixes,
like
3 songs, 3
yeah,
collabs.
Yeah,
like,
it was insane. It was just a wild day.
Well, because I know you have you have more unfinished projects than you do finished.
Of course,
like, in there.
yeah.
So
Listen,
I think every person.
I used to have
gets
to bribe him to drop his shit.
it. Yeah, it was
I'm
like.
taking full freaking.
And you know what it is? It's like a lot of it. I would look at it and like Elijah would be like, "Oh, like you think you could like maybe come up with something for me this week or whatever?" I'd be like, "Oh yeah, for sure." And then like I'll just like look through my
He'd be like,
yeah.
I had this beat sitting on my computer for the past like I don't know 2 years, and I'm like, this is better than any beat I've ever heard in my life.
He's
like,
this
what are
thing
you
hard,
doing?
like-
Like, yo, put me in. 10 minutes later, we got a hit.
That was like, I mean, because you didn't start recording vocally until
No.
like
No.
Not even
it was like just producing. But you were telling me the other day, it's like now you think about the vocals more than you think about the beats.
Yeah, I don't
sometimes.
even think
Because he
about
stopped overthinking.
Yeah.
Well,
What
I
it-
think it's because you just mastered like making a beat and stuff like that. So it's just kind
I
of
think
like,
I got the hang of it.
it comes more
yeah,
natural, you know
yeah.
what I mean?
got the hang of it for sure. The vocals, the first real vocal track I ever dropped under my actual name was with Elijah, and that was like, I think when I first started out, like the music I made with Elijah was like the first under my actual name, and like that was really cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, ever since then, I've just kind of been looking at music more from like a singer artist perspective rather than like a producer, you know, like
Yeah.
I like it better, honestly. It's
It's
harder,
dope,
but
man.
it's, you know.
It's dope because Cole's like the first person that I worked with that I feel like we're 100% on the same page. I'm like, dude, like I think we should add this to it, and he's like, I just did that. Like it's like
Yeah.
we work so well together. Like I told him we're gonna go get an Airbnb soon and just film like our process because I
Make a
feel like
whole
it's
album.
crazy. We're just like we're different like,
Yeah.
together.
Now, who's your top 3 favorite people you've worked with other than Cole? Even though
I don't even think I'm on.
I don't think
Shout out, you know you're number one.
Yeah,
fool.
hell yeah, that's what's up.
I have to say my buddy Colin Shorty Beats because he's the reason why I even got into music. Like without him, I wouldn't even be here because he literally he hit me up. I posted a freestyle like my sophomore year of high school to like Pound Cake by Drake, and he was like, "Hey bro, like I make fairly decent demos like at my house. Like I don't have really like good equipment, but like he's really like good at making music."
Yeah.
And that he produced like all my first like 4 albums, and
His beats go hard.
he's just like, yeah, he's like, it's kind of got to the point where I was like, I want to make more like a different, like kind of pop and stuff like that. And he's just like a straight hip hop, like his beats are insane.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Those, they're like Go Cry to Your Mother beats. Like they're hard.
Yeah, bro,
Yeah.
it's ignorant.
Yeah, they're stupid. They're
Besides
stupid
that, I'd
hard.
probably say like Justin Stone, because he was like the first artist that had like a huge platform that like gave me a chance. And our song it's at like 600K already in like 6 months. So he's the go for that.
Yeah, was that the one that because you have a song coming out with someone in a couple weeks that you said worked with him, and you were showing me the other day. I can't think of who it was.
I'm not too sure. I have a few. Because one of them I'm releasing under a label in Germany because it's like the German produced.
Yeah,
Cole's
Cole's huge in Germany.
I just said
guys.
Germus.
Dude, Germany's like number 2 on my Spotify. Europe, like just in general, goes way more ham.
Yeah, they
like,
go hard.
Like UK, like way harder out here, bro.
Yeah, overseas tour coming soon.
Yeah, dude,
I
that'd be
could
ideal.
truthfully, I could sell out a show in Germany before I probably sold out a show here.
Like literally.
Swansea's a
in
bunch of
Swansea.
cornballs. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's for sure. This is so stupid, but like I grew up in Warren, and I used to go to Burrs Hill all the time. You know Burrs Hill, right?
Where's
Like,
that?
It's Of course, I can't think of where it is now. All right, so
It's
go,
in Warren.
Yeah, right,
Welcome to
right.
the Easily Distracted podcast.
Yeah, it's in Warren. But they have this big dome in the like it's this huge fucking dome. I'm gonna have to find you a picture of it. And I've always wanted to set up in there and just like for free have like the whole town of Warren come, and I'll just like you just get like a bunch of
I want
artists.
to do that,
like,
man.
dude.
Like a festival and
Yup.
just like
Dude, even for free, I don't even care. I just think
Right.
it would be so cool.
Yeah, if you
man.
just can go set up like a mic and get all the equipment and just, I think you might need like a permit or something.
bro, we need like
that.
a damn screw it, dude.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
what are they gonna, if the worst case they make you stop.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
But if you're just giving people free music,
Yeah,
then
that's
I
what
don't
I
think
feel
they'll
like-
really care.
So I don't even think you need a permit to do that because you're not actually making anything off of it.
If it's
so-
a public I mean, yeah, unless you're like selling tickets or something.
There's also
Right.
like noise ordinances and
That's
stuff.
a-
so-
that's
you guys
another
ever
problem.
feel like that? I feel like I've traveled a lot more this year around like the United States because of music, and I feel like Swansea just lacks like culture. Like we don't have like any unity. Everyone knows each other. Listen to this. Everyone knows each other in Swansea. You know, everyone has the same last name.
right.
People just fucking suck, dude. Like let's do some shit that we're like actually together and like.
Everybody
You guys
has
got a
this-
target.
Like in Portugal,
Yeah.
I mean, in freaking Fall River, they got like the Portuguese Fest and all that stuff.
You want
Right,
to talk
yeah,
about
yeah.
having the same last name? Fall River, dude. Go to Fall River. Everybody.
Manuel with yours. That was my Bavoo's name.
Machado.
Yeah, exactly. Souza.
And you got this kid,
Beers.
Moorhead. I never heard
Moorhead,
that
yeah.
one.
You got my Scottish ass over here.
That's Scottish?
I don't know what the hell that
yeah,
was.
I'm not really sure either.
No, your dad. When we went to Florida, your dad told us like the origin.
Oh, he told you the story.
Yeah.
The head of the Moor story, right?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
That's an interesting one.
Are you even Scottish, or was that just like my Scottish ass over
No,
here?
no, no. I'm 25.
He's white. He's gotta be.
Right, I'm
Yeah.
25% Scottish, 25% Italian, and then I think like 50 Portuguese.
Yeah.
I'm so bad when it comes to the national.
Oh,
That
yeah,
makes
me
sense
too.
though.
Yeah,
Me
I never
too,
got the
man.
whole like, you know.
I mean, we're like 1/16 like everything, right?
No, so I actually did the math. Granted, like there's some like, anomalies here, but
Yeah.
like with like,
Wait, you
Native
said weird.
American.
Are you guys brothers?
Yeah.
I didn't even fucking
yeah.
know that.
They can
You
never
never
tell.
even said that.
no, I forgot to mention that.
You
part.
don't look alike, so.
No, exactly. So
Well, you know what's funny? Their younger brother, him and his younger brother look. I don't know what happened to
Well,
him.
no, it's
I
funny
don't-
because it's like if you
He's probably
put
dropped.
if you put like at least I have an excuse, Cole. but if you put like
Wow.
me and him together, we look nothing alike. If you put Johnny in the middle of us, it's like, oh yeah, the three of them are brothers.
Brothers.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, wait, what's our heritage?
so the thing is that we're very, very diverse. It's like, but Northern Europe diverse.
Still
So
right.
we're like 9/32 of like of Irish.
I don't even.
Yeah, 5/32 of English and 1/8 Italian.
I would take you for more than that, though. The 5:30. I would take you for way
Everyone
more
thinks-
than
Well,
that.
it is. It's
You
like
look Irish to me.
Hell yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Like
we're
straight
really
up.
Canadian.
You look like an O'Malley or something.
Yeah, like a McTominay,
or
like-
O'Connell.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but-
something with an
yeah.
O in it. You know what I mean?
9/32 is like 30-something%. So
oh, so
Yeah, we're
okay.
just bad
You
at
couldn't
math.
just say 30%.
No, right. He had to hit me with the
I know, but
fraction.
like because you brought it up in the last episode that we're 1/16, and I was like, are we 1/16 Italian? So I
Ask
went
your parents.
through my entire
Have
family
you guys
tree.
did like
Spit
whatever
in
it's
the-
called?
Yeah, like spit in the
Yeah.
bottle or
Well,
whatever.
yeah, we talked about that last episode.
We did. That's right. Yeah. We talked about
Disgusting.
what do they do with the.
I had to hold
Yeah,
the
where-
joke in
where
right
do
there.
Where do they put the spit? Do you know that answer?
We don't have to get into this.
No, yeah, we
No,
don't.
we don't. But I'm just like
all good.
it's. But because when we looked it up, they were just avoiding the question, so I was really confused.
Right.
But anyway,
What was I trying to say before? I forget.
We were talking about the head of the Moors thing before.
do you remember the story? Or no?
Yeah, it was something like there was a knight that was like your ancestor. He was a knight, and he was just like an assassin.
Well,
And
Cole's dad lifted the sword from the dragon.
so
Yeah, like, literally.
so basically,
Cole's dad had a couple glasses of whiskey.
so basically, what had happened was
Boys, I got a story.
so basically there was a guy having a picnic, and I could be getting the story wrong, but like this really, I think this is what happened.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
There was a guy having a picnic, and he had like a bounty on him basically. So he sent someone to go get him. So it was something more. His name was something more, right?
Right.
So he waited for the guy to fall asleep at the picnic, right? And so he fell asleep. He fell asleep on his stomach or something, and the guy sliced the back of his legs, and so he couldn't walk.
Right.
So then the guy turns around, he wakes up, he's like, "Oh, you think that's gonna, you know what I mean? You think that's gonna get me? You're gonna have to try harder." Cuts off his head of the Moorhead, and that's where that yeah. Now, like I said, could have it totally wrong.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that makes sense.
But I think
How'd
that's
you hear?
what it
How'd
was.
they hear the story? Did the
My
the
dad
man-
told me.
My generation.
yeah.
Well, everything before, like in history and stuff like that, it could all literally just be bullshit. Like we don't know because there wasn't like
Facts.
Well, of
video
course,
and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah. Well, that's what the argument is with like religion too. You know what I mean? So it's like, but we don't have to, It's it's just like some people think it's like a wicked,
To each his own.
Yeah,
Next.
exactly. Yeah. Thank
We
you.
love everyone.
Thanks for saving me.
Yeah, I know. We're
Yeah.
sinking. We're sinking.
I'm
we're
like,
sinking.
We're sinking low, low.
Check out Sinking Low remix.
nice plug right there.
Yeah, I like how you always say like, "Oh, thanks for the plug." It's like, cool, you're on this podcast. Like it's your podcast.
Yeah. Oh shit.
All right, so I have some weird music facts here.
Okay.
It says, where's the first one? You know, Panic at the Disco.
I do.
Duh.
They made it big on their own, but they used to be a Blink 182 cover band. How do you feel about like
Cover
that?
bands?
Yeah.
I to each their own. You know
Well,
what
like
I mean?
that.
Like it's
What about like that kind of music, like that genre?
I wouldn't call it a genre. You're just copying someone.
Well, no, I'm not saying cover bands. I'm saying like Blink 182, Panic
The
at
whole-
the Disco.
Oh, that's goated, bro.
yeah, it's like that whole like pop punk.
Yeah.
like
Yeah, pop punk.
arguably
It's the biggest wave
yeah,
of music right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They arguably formed the new style of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
like the whole like MGK thing and
Yep.
like, you know what I mean? So they really had a lot to do with that. They also like they made that whole like SoCal like vibe. You know what I mean? Like they were the ones that started that whole thing, and I think that's
Yeah.
really funny too. So they definitely had so much influence on like a lot of things.
But I mean, I'm just saying because sometimes I'll just be like listening to music in the car, and then I'll just throw on like some good Charlotte, or I'll throw on some Panic at the Disco, or
Right.
like, but then I'll just like switch over to like Juice World or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really weird when it comes to like.
Me too.
streaming
I listen to
music and
everything.
stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I mean, I'm not like into country because we talked about this.
That's the one thing I don't listen to.
Me too. Yeah.
Well, so I think it's just because everyone around here listens to country, and it's just kind of like I'm just kind of.
I just can't, bro.
Yeah. It's honestly, if they talked about like different things, I would
Did we
be.
talk about this on podcast?
But there's
or
some
no?
songs that are like country that aren't really country, so like they're more like acoustic songs that like we make sometimes that I hear like people classify as country, and I'm like I could vibe to this. It's just like
Is it the stadium?
it's the
country?
forced like I don't know, man. It's just not my
It's
style.
like the Luke Bryan like that.
Yeah,
that
like
type.
he's a cornball to me. My girl, hey, my girl. She ain't my girl. My old math teacher. Yo, we gotta cut that out. Nah, it's like my friend's mom. But she was she was obsessed with Luke Bryan, and she talked about it all the time in class. And like I remember, like the last day of school, we printed out like 10,000 Luke Bryan pictures and just stapled them all on her walls and just left and never went back to the middle school.
and composed himself.
My old math teacher.
my girl.
Because I actually thought you were going to tell a story about your girlfriend. I was like, and then he said, she's not my girl. I'm like, oh my God, they broke up? No. And then he goes, oh no, my math teacher. So my thought process was so fucked
Oh
up.
fuck.
Oh shit.
But we had a conversation during the remote episode that we didn't.
We-
End up
we
airing,
did,
but
yeah.
Oh,
about
right, yeah.
COVID Cole.
Yeah, COVID. Yeah.
No, that was COVID Peter.
I think that was
No,
Peter
yeah,
that
it's
time.
fine.
Right.
And what were we talking about? We were talking about how
just how country music, and I think it all sounds the same.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no distinction to me. It's all the same. It's a love song. It is what it is.
Well,
Boom.
because I was saying they all say what, like beer, woman,
Trucks.
truck,
Boots.
boots, jeans.
yeah, but I made the point that you could also say that all pop music kind of
Yeah, that's true. Like
they kind of
like,
bring up the same topics.
Yeah, I
too.
agree. No, I
Yeah,
agree in
definitely.
most situations. I just feel like, I guess in hip hop and other genres, like they're more creative in terms of like production
yeah.
and stuff like that. Not even
Yeah.
lyrics, like just looking at strictly
but, like,
production.
every rap song can just be like,
Yeah.
drugs
Yeah,
and
right.
a woman and a sex.
You know what I find now? I find that people don't even appreciate that now. People appreciate other people being honest. I think it's important to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's important to be honest about.
Who's
you
that
know.
guy? NF.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough, yeah.
Like I really like his music because he's
Well, because
super,
he's
like,
Real
yeah,
music,
because
yeah.
he's transparent.
I saw him
Yeah.
live like freaking a bunch of times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing that I know I appreciate, and I know other people do too, is like if someone's just saying, I got all these cars, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it's like that's great and all, and like I can listen to it when I'm driving fast.
And it's fine
but-
once in a while.
Right,
I mean,
definitely.
that's how I was able to like build fans, like just off being like myself. You know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah.
you either like me
Yeah.
for me, and you're here for the long run, for like, or it is what it is. Like, I'm not gonna
Yeah.
fake who I am. For
Yeah, you're not gonna be like every
you
other
won't last
artist,
like in this
yeah.
industry being someone that you're not. You might have
Right.
a little 15 seconds. But
Island Boys is a perfect example.
Island boys.
We ain't nothing but them. And you know what's funny? I was watching an interview with the Island Boys, and like they get pissed when people say like, "Oh, you're like a big meme."
Oh,
And
I
they're
know.
like,
They
"What are
get-
you
they get
talking about?"
pissed,
I'm
dude.
like,
I
"Are
know.
you like
I
look
know.
at what you're doing?"
They're like silly bands. You know, like the fads, like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
I used to have those. And fucking,
Me too. Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
like Bakugan.
Oh my god, Pokemon and Bakugan were my.
I just go crazy
Yeah.
over that shit after
Yeah.
class, man.
That shit went
What
hard.
was that? What was the one where like you? Was that Bakugan where you threw it and
Yu-Gi-Oh?
like,
That's Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
Oh, Beyblades, baby. And they had the stadium you
Yeah.
could put it in.
Yeah,
I used to
yeah.
go ham with those.
Let it rip.
Yeah.
Yeah, those things went hard. There's a guy on TikTok who has like a whole ass collection of
I
them.
saw that shit on my For You page.
Yeah, I watch him at night on live stream. Like he's live streaming it. I'll just watch him battle. I'm like, go motherfucker, go! Like,
Yeah.
and I get wicked amped about it.
You know what TikToks I've been getting into for some reason? It was Bakugan, the one I was thinking of, but I used to love Power Rangers.
Yeah.
So
My
when
favorite
people,
show of all
like-
time,
Yeah.
bro.
So when people like doing it on TikTok,
Morphin'
they're like,
time.
Yeah, Morphin' time. I'm like, yeah. It's
I know.
Morphin' time.
I was gonna be freaking Jason, like the Red Ranger for Halloween, and I was like, and the costumes
Everyone
were
wants to
country.
be the Red Ranger.
Yeah.
I know.
Did you guys have webkins?
Oh my god, I
I
had
did.
dude. Yeah.
I had a little face, and then I was like, these are fucking corny.
Yeah. I remember
didn't think so.
My first one was named Benji. I remember it.
Really?
Yeah.
What was he?
like-
What was he?
It was a you know those like 101 Dalmatians or whatever. Like
Yeah,
the,
yeah.
It was one of those.
So a Dalmatian.
And you had like the
Oh, yeah.
you had to go on the computer, right? Couldn't you play like?
Yeah, you have your own like virtual
Yeah.
world thing. Yeah,
I missed what he said.
I caught it.
Yeah. No, it was just me being.
Cole says, you know those dogs from 101 Dalmatians? And he's like, we're like, yeah. He's like, one of those. I'm like, so a Dalmatian?
Yeah. No.
And he
it
goes,
was,
oh yeah.
yeah. It was just me being stupid. Yeah.
We
Anyway,
gotta take a break anyway.
Yeah. We're gonna take a break. We're gonna come back. I don't know.
It's time for intermission.
Okay.
The nonprofit of the week is the National Alliance on Mental Illness. It's the largest grassroots mental health organization dedicated to building better lives for the millions of Americans affected by mental illness. What started as a small group of families gathered around a kitchen table in 1979 has blossomed into the nation's leading voice on mental health. Today, they are an alliance of more than 600 local affiliates and 48 state organizations who work in your community to raise awareness and provide support and education that was not previously available for those in need. They educate, they advocate, they listen, they lead. Through their toll-free NAMI helpline, which is 800-950-6264, over 50,000 people were able to seek help in 2020 alone. But that's not all they do. The advocacy creates positive public policy change by promoting accessible, affordable, and comprehensive healthcare for people with mental illness. They also work towards practices that promote more awareness and earlier detection of mental illness.
So I chose this nonprofit because I'm a firm advocate of mental health myself, and I think as a society, it's almost looked at as like taboo, and I think we need to put more of a main focus on it and understand people more than cast people away. You know what I mean? I feel like in school they don't teach you that enough. Why we feel like this, like people going through things, and I think people need to understand that it's okay to not feel okay all the time.
Yeah, that there are people out there that
Yeah,
know
that's
exactly
millions
what you're
feel the
doing.
exact same.
Especially with COVID and everything
Yes.
that's been going on, people's mental
Exactly,
health
man.
is-
And not everyone has an outlet or a family that they can turn to, and I think this nonprofit does a great job
This-
of
yeah, this
helping
could-
spread the word for mental health and
Exactly.
helping people.
Call the number. Again, it's 800-950-6264. If you need help, they will listen. Please go get help. You can visit their website too, www.nami.org. That is www.nami.org, where you can learn about them and see where you can donate money. So thank you, NAMI, for all that you do. Welcome back to the podcast. All right. Anyway, Cole, I know you're. We talked about this the other day, but you're really into you like the Uncrustable sandwiches, right?
Eat them every day.
All right.
Says a lot about a person.
Yeah,
So-
definitely.
Did you
Yeah.
know that an ordinary jar of peanut butter contains 10 or more rodent hairs, averaging 1 or more rodent hairs per 100 grams?
Peanut butter?
Yes.
That's like
No
hot
wonder why
dogs.
he's so fucking hairy.
That's like hot dogs too. You ever seen the thing with hot dogs?
Yeah, you don't know what it's in a hot dog, but I saw that and I looked up
Big
an
tough guy all
article
of a
that
sudden.
said
We were ready for you to debunk.
No, yeah.
I looked up some stats. It says you're big into Bloody Marys too, right?
Yeah, I like them.
The tomato juice in that 14-ounce Bloody Mary could contain up to 4 maggots and 20 or more fruit fly eggs.
Dude, I mean,
This
like,
is all things that it says. It's like
how many of these do you have? Because like I have to eat, you know. Like,
what else? Let me see. Hold on. Canned tomatoes, tomato paste, and sauces like pizza sauce are a bit less contaminated than the tomato juice.
All right,
But
good.
the-
I eat that a
yeah,
lot.
okay.
but the FDA only
Only
allows
allows-
about 2 maggots.
Does it actually say that?
Yeah. This is like what the FDA approves.
It's funny because all these things I look up, like even just in terms of health and stuff like that, like people don't believe like that the shit's real. Like
Yeah.
if you actually looked up, it's like, oh, inside inside this, it's like you're eating a fucking dead
Yeah.
like
yeah,
penis.
Like 18. yeah.
like carcass. There is like
Yeah.
at the end of the day, read the fine print.
Yeah. I mean,
Does it
doesn't
say on
really
the
ma-
bottle of tomato juice?
No.
No, why would it?
Why would they advertise that?
It's in it.
Yeah, I mean,
They have to-
it's not like in the ingredients list.
Do they have to put what's actually in it on the bottle?
I don't know.
It probably just has to pass the health check.
Yeah,
and then they can
it's
just,
saying.
you
I
know
think
what I mean?
it's. Yeah, I think it's saying that. Okay, if you find 4 or 5 maggots, then that's when you should be fine.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I guess
yeah,
that
yeah.
it's so hard to tell where.
I mean, if it's only 3 maggots.
Shit, when I was at the Venus de Milo, I was finding 10 fucking cockroaches
Well,
everywhere.
yeah.
Oh, dude. I didn't even
there's
really
a reason why that place is closed now.
Yeah,
Bro,
literally.
they would literally be like, the owner would walk by and be like, don't don't say anything.
Oh
Get
my
under the seat."
god.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
bro.
I just been roasting them, and I've been in like a bunch of podcasts, and I swear every podcast I just roast them because it's just so fucking gross, man.
Yeah.
So it says companies have no legal obligation to tell the FDA what they're putting in our food.
Really?
That makes sense.
So I mean, but people eat bugs. Like if you just eat like a cricket, like people they can.
It's not a maggot.
I've been
though,
following
you know?
some
Like,
music
that's-
friend of mine that is like a huge advocate of drinking your own pee. Because like his studies say it's like wicked good for you.
Yeah, but come on.
I've heard the complete opposite actually.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Jesus.
We'll
that's-
see if he's around in 10 years.
Yeah, exactly. It's only a matter of time.
So now another thing I wanted to bring up that you're big into is Star Wars. Like, is that just like? How many tattoos do you
This
have?
is the way.
How many tattoos do you have?
A lot. I don't know, probably like 20.
Just do they like? are they
1,
just, like,
2,
scattered?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14.
People listening are be like, he's just counting.
Yeah, I have 20.
20? Now,
I can count that high.
Yeah.
yeah,
It hurt,
no,
it hurt.
Yeah.
But I did it.
He did it. Yeah.
But so, because I haven't finished the second season of Mandalorian, but I think it's so good. Like that.
The second season of Mandalorian, you haven't
yeah,
finished?
No.
that
The
came out a
last
while
2
ago.
episodes are like the greatest. Like it changed. It was,
Yeah.
Bro!
You watched it?
I haven't seen one, but
Okay,
I mean,
so why the fuck are you
Bro,
talking
well,
to me
I'm
about
just
it?
you're
not-
missing this like Jedi and craziness and like.
Yeah, no, I still need to watch it, but I need to because I really do want to finish it. I just watched the episode where Boba Fett like got introduced into the series. Yeah.
Oh, never mind. So you haven't watched Boba Fett either.
No, I haven't watched.
oh,
Boba
dude,
Fett
tell
yet.
him about.
Yeah, you just
Boba
released
Fett.
a song,
Yeah,
Boba Fett,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, it's killing it, bro. It's
Yeah.
going off. It's at like 50K.
Yeah, that
in
song's
2
going
weeks.
Yeah.
wild. That's
but,
crazy.
I mean, I don't think I've watched like all the Star Wars movies.
That's fair enough,
Since
man.
like I was like 10, but like I want to go like on
There's-
like a binge where
Yeah,
like, I
there's
watch
nothing.
them all.
I've been waiting for them to announce an Obi-Wan Kenobi show since I was literally like 7 years old, and they
Yeah.
finally did for May 25th. So I'm dropping an Obi-Wan Kenobi
Really?
song. I'm going out to the desert with my friend. Like we're gonna film like a full out like short film. I told Cole this week we're gonna produce something and like we're gonna make like a storyline to it. Basically, like we're gonna take like Obi-Wan like Kenobi in like the realm of like. Do you know Star Wars or no?
Yeah, yeah.
So you know how like basically the show is almost like he's watching Luke and Leia, they're kids, and he's like left after Order 66. But we're gonna make it like our own story, but like have probably like kids on our back or something, like something crazy. Yeah.
That's gonna be really cool.
yeah.
Fire.
I'm excited for that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Ewan McGregor too. He's
Yeah.
still playing.
I don't know who
he's
else
still
it
The
would
playing-
be.
goat, the goat, bro, the absolute goat.
But I mean, because I mean, I've seen all the Marvel movies like 3 times. Like I've watched like
Yeah, me too.
23 Marvel movies.
They announced he fights Vader twice, so I'm going crazy, bro.
But yeah, I'm looking at the cast right now. I don't know Kamal. You know who that is? Kamal. He plays. I can't think of who he plays, but he's blowing up right now. But
Oh,
he's
is he like a comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. No, he's gonna be in it. Hayden Christensen, is that who played
Darth Vader
Anakin
and Anakin,
originally?
yeah.
How old is he now?
In his 30s.
Good question.
He's not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not, because those all came out.
He's not that old.
No, he's 40.
He's 40.
He just turned 40.
Yeah.
That would make because it was what 20 years ago, 20.
Not
No,
quite, but it was 2006 was the last
Gotcha.
one he was in. I
Yeah,
believe.
so that would make more sense.
Yeah.
That would be 40.
Yeah, no, I want to get into that kind of stuff because Star Wars, like, I feel like there's 3 big franchises. There's Star Wars, there's
Marvel,
Harry Potter,
and Harry Potter, yeah.
there's Marvel. DC, suck my ass.
No.
What are you guys? Are you guys gonna watch the new Batman with?
I probably will. Yeah.
Because I can't miss a Batman movie. But
Yeah.
I'm curious.
Yeah, I just saw a
They're
Batman
rating it like
tattoo.
people that have saw it, like the the
Critics and stuff like
They're
that?
saying it's like as good as the Joker, and I'm like, if it's as good as the Joker,
Wow.
and it's in this, it's in the same genre as what the Joker was in. It's like really
Yeah.
hard to get into that whatever it's called.
So,
Right.
will it be like, what's his? How do you pronounce his name?
Who?
Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. Is he gonna be like the Joker in that? Like, is it gonna be like the same universe?
I don't think so. No, I don't know.
Oh, that would be pretty cool.
I don't friggin' know, man. That'd be crazy. Who the hell knows?
Who's the
dude?
best Joker? Heath Ledger. That's
Dude, it's not even a question.
Yeah.
But he did a fantastic job, though. You can't beat Heath Ledger.
No, you can't.
R.I.P.
What? Oh, go ahead, say it. What are you gonna say? Fucking Jared Leto?
No. No. I was gonna say Joaquin Phoenix really killed it because
Yeah.
he made it very modern.
Well, yeah. When you think about like the classic, like the Joker and like the Batman films. and
Yeah, The
stuff
Dark
like
Knight's
When
the
you-
best like film like
of
ever,
course,
dude.
yeah, of course. I
Oh,
just
yeah,
watched
it's
that
like the top-
like 3 days ago.
Yeah,
but
it's like
yeah.
one of the top 5 movies of all time.
I don't think anyone will ever top Christian Bale for me as Batman. Truthfully,
Yeah, I mean, you have Michael Keaton, who's like kind
I'm
of the
taking-
original.
I'm taking
but
Christian-
I'd still do Christian Bale. He was like, it's just one of those people that's like made for that role.
in the
You know
voice
what
he
I mean?
made like
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm Batman.
That was really good.
Yeah. DC, call me. Nah, but I mean, there's like,
Imagine
I mean, when you think about stuff like that, it's like you can't picture anyone but Robert Downey Jr. playing Iron Man.
He is Iron Man. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? They become the character.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
And
can't picture Chris
Doctor
Evans.
Strange,
Yeah,
honestly,
Doctor
too.
Strange, Benedict Cumberbatch, Chris Evans, Steve Rogers. Like, there's really like that. And
My
Marvel
girl, fucking Black Widow.
yeah,
God damn! Shout out to Scarlett Johansson one time.
no, but like Marvel did such a good job with casting and
Yeah.
like figuring out everyone that like they all fit the role so
Dude,
perfectly that you can't think of it
yeah.
any other way.
The only one that took a little while to grow on me, and now I realize he's awesome too, is the guy who plays the Hulk.
Mark Ruffalo.
Oh, Mark
yeah,
Ruffalo.
yeah,
It took
yeah.
a little while for me.
Yeah, but then when
he's
I-
goated.
Yeah, when I rewatched it, I'm like, wow, like you never appreciated
Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo
Well,
and stuff.
I don't
like
know,
that.
cause like the last one he did, like in Endgame, like made my pee-pee wicked soft. Like I didn't like the way like no, because like what he did like
Robert Downey Jr. though, bam.
yeah, no, but like how he combined the two together, I didn't like that at all.
I have a controversial statement for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I just can't. I just can't get into Tom Holland.
No,
Toby-
thank you.
Toby's the goat for me.
Thank you.
Toby's the
Thank
goat.
you.
Tobey Maguire's
Oh.
my Spider-Man, but
I
Andrew
have a-
Garfield's my. Just kidding.
He was amazing. He was amazing.
really-
yeah, in the new
Joe
one.
Leave. You know at the door.
It made you appreciate. He was a good Spider-Man. The movies were just bad, and that's not his fault.
I know.
The storyline
Yeah.
wasn't good.
He was a great Spider-Man. He just wasn't a good Peter
Peter
Parker.
Parker, yeah.
Yeah. It was like I saw something. It's like Tobey Maguire was a great Peter Parker.
Yes.
They said he wasn't a great Spider-Man. I think he was still the best Spider-Man.
Tom
Yes.
Holland was a great Peter Parker. Wasn't the GOAT Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Is that what
I
you were
mean,
gonna say?
I think Tom Holland did a great job.
Listen, Stanley wanted it to be like that. You know what I mean? He wanted it to be like they gave us a false because Toby was more. It was more grown up.
Yeah.
And then Stanley was like in the comics, like he's a real teenager.
Yeah, he's a kid.
Not
Yeah,
a
so
25-year-old. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so I think Tom Holland. I mean, he's.
It's just the voice for me.
I mean, I feel like I get what you said by like the voice and stuff like that because I just whenever I think of Spider-Man, I think of not Tom Holland, Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
But I still think Tom Holland's doing a great job.
Yes,
with it.
facts. For me, it's just like I always wanted Spider-Man to be more like, I guess, adult because of Toby. So it gave me like a false hope that it's not
Yeah.
like he doesn't give you like I just want like I want a rated R Spider-Man. All right, man.
Yeah. Oh,
I want to see like
that's
Aren't
another
they?
one.
Aren't they
Deadpool.
creating?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, they're
there's
creating
a-
like a whole universe
Yeah. Well,
'cause
around the
there's-
rated R people.
Yeah.
There's a rumor that because Doctor Strange,
Strange has everyone
comes
in
in May. I saw something. You can probably Google it and you might be able to put it in the podcast. But where Deadpool was seen in the movie poster
he
for
was.
Doctor Strange.
Yep.
I loved it. Well, again, Ryan Reynolds. You could not think
the
of
worst
anyone else.
Green Lantern ever. The best.
Yeah,
I love how they
Deadpool.
brought that into the.
Don't make the suit green.
Yeah.
No, but like, I mean, I think Deadpool was the first rated R movie I like saw in a movie theater
Yeah.
when I was like old enough.
Overall, Marvel's going in a great direction, and Tom
Oh,
Holland's
yeah.
still good for
Yeah,
sure.
because everyone thought that it was gonna crash after Endgame. They're like, where can they go
Yeah.
from here? And they've done a great job with all like the series and stuff like that, and I don't know, Marvel's looking good. But yeah, Star Wars. I want to get back into the whole Star Wars and get into that whole universe because the lore in Star Wars
Yeah,
is just
I've been lacking in
insane.
that. Like I haven't even watched The Mandalorian yet.
What's
so.
your
crazy, man.
Yeah. What's your favorite? I don't know what's happening to me. What's your favorite Marvel character all time? Not even just
Spider-Man. Not even close.
Okay.
Yeah,
Joe-
get back to me.
It's tough. Spider-Man was growing up, but like I just feel like Iron Man's the best. Like Robert Downey Jr. is just the GOAT.
Yeah.
Like just him in general. Like he's my favorite. He's the best
Yeah.
actor out of all of them. He's the best.
I'd probably say Wolverine. Go.
Now Logan is one of the best movies I ever saw in my life.
Yeah, but even like X-Men Origins.
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
Huge
Yeah.
fan. I love that whole
All of them.
X-Men
I'm just
series.
saying I love Logan.
Yeah, he's so gas.
I mean, but like I don't know, Spider-Man. I've just always been because.
The Amazing Spider.
Like-
I watched the cartoons.
Yeah, the whole thing. Like Spider-Man, the Tobey Maguire trilogy was like the first. Was the first movie I saw in theaters was Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
And it was
Was it actually?
yeah, and it was like every single Spider-Man thing that ever came out. Like I have it on DVD.
Me
I
too,
have it,
yeah,
like,
Blu-ray.
yeah, like I have the Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man's on DVD.
Yeah.
And they're probably still in their plastic, but like it's, but like again,
What a roast.
well, because they just did a terrible job with those movies, like you were saying, like
And the villains were just trash.
yeah, like
too.
Electro, like they did a great job with Electro in the new Spider-Man in like No Way Home.
I thought he wasn't bad in the other one.
He looked
Corny.
ridiculous.
He looked so fake.
Yeah.
It was just the whole movie was corny.
Yeah, no, I think that's what
They
it
did a
was.
good job with the lizard, but anyway.
Sorry, go ahead.
So what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
I don't know how controversial. I don't know like how you guys feel about
Okay.
him, but I would say Captain America is my favorite.
No, I
Just 'cause
respect that.
Yeah.
Especially like in Endgame.
How it all
When he
ended.
picked up Thor's hand,
he was-
I was 6 to 12 real quick.
Because he was worthy. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that is a really cool concept of the way they went about that with the whole like yielding the hammer and you know.
yeah, I do really like the Thor movies too.
Is it
but-
yielding or wielding?
Wielding.
R.I.P.
Wielding,
Chad,
yeah.
but Black Panther was up there for me too, man.
Oh,
So
R.I.P.
fucking
R.I.P.
good, man.
Chadwick Boseman as an actor, like it
Was
Yeah,
so
he
just
was-
made it so much worse.
He
when,
was
when
great,
he
yeah.
passed away.
I
You
know.
know, like
Damn.
He was a generation of like once in a generation.
What are
man.
they gonna do with Black
So
Panther?
originally it was supposed to be his sister, like the one that's in
Shuri.
the show.
Shuri,
Then she
yeah.
got canceled.
Wait, why'd she get canceled?
Some dumb thing she said, which wasn't even that bad, and they didn't want her to be it anymore. And now, I'm hearing that they are gonna recast or something. That I don't know, or they might bring her again, or they're not
they
even.
could have like what's his face, Killmonger, like
Kinda Michael B.
Michael
Jordan.
B. Jordan, yeah, turn.
I think it should end like
Maybe.
they should do like a, you know how like in the movies they have when they die or whatever, like they should put him in that thing with the sand. You see like.
Yeah.
They should be telling when it should end there. Like it should be like he fought valiantly. Like they should make it into the story and like who's the next Black Panther.
Yeah.
We should call Marvel up right now. Be like, we have an idea.
Well, you know what the problem is? The problem is a lot of the time they go off of the comics, so
Yeah.
it's like it's hard to change
know,
something
I
you did
know.
30 years ago. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
like,
they can't change it like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it says it hasn't been confirmed officially, but it is highly expected that Shuri will inherit the mantle of the Black Panther following the death of T'Challa actor Chadwick
Yeah.
Boseman. Marvel bosses have insisted that the role won't be recast.
Which is I think
Yeah.
at least not for a long time.
It's you can't. I mean, there was another thing that they'd give it to. I can't think of his name though.
What's his face? He was in
Spencer
Us. right? He played
the big guy. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think of his name.
I got it. Winston Duke.
yeah, what's the Duke? That's his
okay.
name, yeah.
But
What's
I
his-
saw something about that. Wait,
What's his name in the in Black Panther?
I will let you know right now. M'Baku.
M'Baku. That's what
Oh,
it is.
he's the big dude.
Yeah, the big dude. So I mean, I don't think that'd be a bad idea, but I don't know
I don't
why
think he's a
he
good
would.
fit, but yeah.
If anything, if it's not Shuri, it would be Killmonger.
Yeah,
I
at
feel
least the
like.
way they portray him, he's not like a leader. He was like the rebel that helped him out.
Yeah.
Like he's not like a king.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was gonna
sorry.
say, I think that the most underrated hero in the universe would be Doctor Strange. Definitely.
Yeah, me too. He's the best like actor, man. He's so good.
Yeah, he was my when Doctor Strange came out. I was like, he's like my favorite.
Because I watched Sherlock Holmes with him, and that's one of my favorite
yeah,
shows.
but he's just a great
Batch is
actor.
just a fantastic actor, but
Yeah, but that was kind of it wasn't a controversial, but like it was kind of underrated where people like you like
Yeah.
Doctor
Yeah.
Strange. I thought that was like such a weird movie. I was like,
Yeah.
no, it's actually really good.
Yeah,
no,
he's
this
really fucking good.
this new Doctor Strange movie is gonna be like the best like Marvel movie of all time. But
Did you
anyway.
guys? Sorry. Did you see the new Jackass movie?
Dude, I want to
Bro.
go see it. Isn't MGK in it?
Yep. Dude, his part was so funny.
I saw them clip someo's like dick inside of like
Dude,
it's like something that looked like this, but it was glass, and it like folded. I was like,
They were
oh,
playing ping pong with
oh
it.
my god.
Bro, I just did not think I'd see Steve-O's balls across a 30-foot TV screen. Like, it was just, I don't know. It was the gnarliest movie I've ever seen in my life. It was crazy. But I'm sorry, Peter. What-
Anyway,
Anyway, next topic.
everything that I say, they're always thinking, cut it.
I want to go see it. I couldn't watch them when I was like when Jackasses originally came out.
Right.
Because I was just so grossed out by them.
Really, I used to sneak into the movies for those.
Remember that one time we snuck into a movie theater?
Who, me and you?
Yeah.
I've done that a few times.
they
Yeah.
closed down, didn't they?
I know, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
actually, my buddy who used to be the manager there said that Apple was supposed to buy them. I don't know what happened.
Gonna get an
What?
Apple store in Swansea.
Not
That's
probably
what
not
it-
anymore though.
Dude, you know what I realized about the movies? Like growing up, like we thought it was so funny to like throw Skittles at people and like stuff like that, you know, be the jackass.
And now you're like,
someone
what the fuck?
fucking did it to me when I was watching the fucking Spider-Man movie. I turned around and I was like, throw it one more time, I'm gonna beat your ass! Like literally in the middle of the theater and everyone just went quiet. Like I'm like, these kids, dude, like you're ruining like a movie with someone just like
Yeah,
paid
but
into
you
sitting
used
there.
to do that when
But
you
I
were
was like,
their
when I
age.
was young, like we would just freaking
Yeah.
whole popcorn bags. Like I was kicked out of Regal for like 2 years. Me and my buddies. The ones in Swansea. The cops came and everything. It was a shit show.
Yeah.
Just because my buddy was
Jesus.
throwing Skittles and the guy tried to fight us and we were like 12.
That was by far my favorite movie theater, though. I
Yeah.
mean, like, it was so close
Classic
to
time.
home.
Shout out Regal 12.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Swansea, Massachusetts.
Literally right up the
Shout out all the
street,
girls
you
getting their first kiss in the alley down there.
Yeah.
Regal, sponsor us. Anyway, so another thing I want to bring up: how old do you want to live to be? Like ideal.
I don't want to live anything past 75.
Why?
Fuck, we better start making a lot of
Ha-
music.
ha-
Seriously.
have you seen anything over 80?
What, like, have I seen anyone over 80?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's more than 70,000 people in Japan are over 100 years old.
In all serious though, my answer to that question would be, I will live as long as I have a quality life.
Yeah.
If I'm able to walk, I can see, and I can function, and I'm not like
mental's
drooling
there.
in my fucking soup,
Yeah.
then I'll live. You know what I mean? It's as
Yeah.
simple as that.
Yeah, it's a fair answer.
Once you can't,
That's a good answer.
Once you can't enjoy life anymore,
That's
I-
probably where I'm at.
if
too.
I'm
guess,
shatting my
yeah.
pants
Yeah.
and
Oh,
If I'm forgetting my siblings and shit like that, and like, you know what I mean? Like, if I look like I've just seen a ghost all the time, pull
I mean,
the,
I've said-
pull the plug.
my Bavu lived to 102, and
That's
he was
wild.
chilling until like 95, 96. He was pretty.
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I think I kind of have the same answer where it's just like, if I need help to a point where someone has to, like, feed me,
Yeah.
just like,
Now, do you guys think in the next 40 years that there'll be a way to like give someone like a new a new heart, like something like that we could live longer? It's like you're getting a 10-year-old's
I
heart.
don't want to.
I
don't
think-
want to, just because it's
Yeah.
like, dude, 100 years is a long ass time.
Well, Jeff
you guys-
Bezos is working on it right
Do you guys
now.
believe in reincarnation?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to believe it, but there's like so much facts behind it that it's like, dude, it kind of almost has to be true because there's no reason that like a 4-year-old would explain like their life and remember like certain things, and I'm like,
Right.
I just don't want to come back and get like eaten by a shark, man.
Well,
I fucking
yeah.
hate sharks.
We can get into all of this, but
Yeah,
it's just-
I'm already having anxiety.
A short,
to talk about
the
it.
short answer though, do you think it's real?
Yeah.
Yes,
Reincarnation.
I could see it happening. That's the thing, we don't know. Like,
Yeah.
we just, I mean, it's
It's
fine not
starting
to
to
know.
make-
It's fine to theorize, but like you just don't
Yeah,
know.
but it makes my head hurt.
that would be
thinking about it.
pretty
It stresses
awesome.
me out, man.
Yeah.
I'm already
Dude,
like,
like,
I'm
I'm
like,
like, but you're right. If I have a good way of life, like I'm cool.
chilling because
yeah.
yeah.
But if I have a good mental, if I, physically, if I'm fine, like if I need a walk or whatever, but like if physically I'm okay, if mentally I'm fine, like I'm fine to living to like 90.
I
but
feel like
then
that's a
it's
solid
like-
age.
Yeah, but then because it's like everyone's talking about like the chips in the head and now the soul bringing it. Like, I don't want to live till I'm 200 years old.
I
Like,
just hope I see a fucking real lightsaber that I can carry in my lifetime. I don't care if it's
Yeah.
150,000. I'm buying it.
They actually did make one.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now we're talking about like intergalactic travel now. you know?
Right, right.
You guys think
Yeah.
time travel's real?
Yes, I do.
think it will be.
Well, no, I'm sorry. I think I have it a certain way. Either I think time travel's real, but space travel hasn't been invented yet. So you could travel. Hear me out for a second, because this might it might make sense to you.
Yeah, yeah.
You can travel 60 seconds, like back in time or ahead of time, even if you want. There's no point in which you're gonna still be on this earth. The world goes around, so you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
if you travel, you could just end up in space. You know what I mean, and you're never seen again because
Yeah.
you didn't travel through space. You traveled through time.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, the thing is that space is so big that if you're gonna travel in space, you're gonna have to travel like light years. You
I
know
just
what I'm saying?
questioned
Like,
my whole entire existence in the past 2 minutes.
No, I always think about that. I asked someone about it, and they were like, "No, absolutely not." Like they're like, "You're an idiot," and I'm like, "No, I'm not," because like if you travel, like I'll say it again, if you travel like 5 minutes in the future or in the past, you're still yourself is gonna be in the same spot. But the world goes around. The world moves at night. You know what I mean? Like
You're saying you can time travel on Earth, but not in space.
because you're time traveling. You're not actually your matter is not
Well,
traveling.
yeah,
Yeah,
'cause-
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's
All-
not like you're catapulting to the
Exactly.
moon. It's
Because-
like you're at this spot, and where you are, you could go back.
because every molecule in your body would have to actually move
yes,
and then
that makes
form.
I kind of get that.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
form in the absolute same way that it did before.
Yeah, like
So-
right here isn't like where you are 5 minutes from now. Like
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Right.
your location that you are on this earth will not be the same.
Right. So
I think we should be the new Avengers team, and we should go back.
Yes, let's do it.
Let's go! Team assemble.
Marvel, sponsor us.
The title of this fucking video is just Avengers.
On a serious note, though, I know Logic, like the rapper, was a stormtrooper, like in a movie. Like you can be an extra. Like we could be like a part of Thanos' army. Like let us be in the next movie.
Yeah, bro,
I don't
that's
give a
what
fuck if I'm like
Um,
a couch.
did I
Yeah,
tell
let
you
me
guys,
die in the next Marvel movie.
Did I tell you guys about Creed 3?
Did you get the call?
So yes, I did. So, well, what happened? All right, I gotta make it quick because we gotta wrap up. But I got a call to be in the next Creed movie. Like they had a role, and you know, I put my shit in, whatever.
Why not?
And, right? Yeah. So I had an interview, and I didn't even think
yeah.
I would get this far. I got COVID. I couldn't go. And so then they kept calling me, and I am so sick. And I just pick up the phone and I'm like, dude, I really can't do this right now. Like, so they never called me again. I was, yeah.
Anyway, do you?
Jesus, blew right.
Well, because we have to, it's a minute left.
Hey, sorry for your loss. Anyway.
All right, so we're gonna do a new snippet of Elijah and Cole's new song coming out next Friday. It's called Glass Walls. Here's a little piece of it.
You can build a mountain from these rocks that you threw at my glass walls. Glass walls. Glass walls.
So that was Glass Walls. That's coming out March 11th. That's by Elijah and produced by Cole. I fucked that up earlier, but we're gonna wrap it up. So Elijah, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you, boys. I appreciate it.
Elijah, we're gonna have you back on here.
I'm glad.
I like how I didn't have to look at Cole the entire time, so that was a big plus for me. But anyway, yeah. So we're gonna have your own mic and we're gonna have headphones. I don't know what the fuck you just did. We're gonna give you your own mic and better headphones next time you get on.
Thank you,
here.
guys.
But anyway, so you guys can go follow us on all social medias. Instagram is at the Easily Distracted Podcast. You can find all our other social medias in the link tree of that bio. You subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Leave a like. Like the following podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Where else are we? Amazon Podcasts, iHeartRadio. No one listens to us on those.
Say Spotify?
Yeah, I said Spotify.
Yeah.
Of course I said Spotify.
was gonna say.
So, yeah, go check that out. Share with your friends.
Share it with your mothers.
Yeah, share it with your mothers.
Definitely the
we
mothers.
We post clips on our TikToks and Instagram page. We don't use the Twitter. I won't end up using the Twitter. I say I will, but I won't. So
That'll be my backup Twitter.
Right.
yeah, go give it a follow. Follow Elijah at what's your
All my socials is Elijah Kyle Music at Elijah Kyle Music.
and go check him out. All his songs are on Spotify, Apple
Everywhere you
Music,
listen to
everywhere
music.
you can listen to music.
Yep.
You can go check that out. So anyway, anything else to add, boys? Nope, of course not.
No, I think.
All right, I will see you next time.
Easily distracted.
Dibs.
Yeah, smell the house.